Welcome to Marsego Empire once again. I'm inside Vaughan, Ontario, in Canada. I just want to have a brief discussion with you this evening. We're going to have a discussion, or I'm going to have a discussion with an international student from Ghana. We're going to ascertain certain information from her, and I want you to have a feel of what she has gone through, the processes that she was able to adopt until she came here. My sister, you're welcome to Marsego Empire.
Thank you.
Which country are you from?
Ghana.
Oh, you are from Ghana?
Yeah.
Oh, for how long have you been in Canada?
I got here about 3 weeks ago.
3 weeks ago?
Yeah.
Wow, then you're welcome.
Thank you.
How are you feeling, Canada?
Okay, so aside from the usual cold,
Okay.
which is unusual because for me personally, because we come from a part of the world that is very hot.
Okay.
I had challenges with jet lag, but I think that lasted for a few days.
Okay.
About 3-4 days, and then that was fine. Apart from those challenges, which are quite personal, there's nothing else that I've found challenging.
Okay.
Everything is pretty straightforward. Go here, do that. So it's been good.
How are you feeling the cold?
Oh, we'll get used to it. Before, I couldn't really come out when I came at first. I was always, I think, a bit afraid.
Okay.
But when you have the right clothing, it's not really bad. Maybe I just came. Maybe it's going to get worse. I don't know. But for now, you can see that I'm outside. So we are outside there. It's okay.
Yeah,
sure.
And now you see the town. Is it beautiful?
Oh my God. That is not even something I want to talk about. So, personally, when I got on board, I didn't really, let me say, it hadn't dawned on me that I was leaving Ghana yet. I sat on the plane all the way. Even during my transit, I didn't even feel it. When I got down from the plane and then I got to Toronto Pearson, it still didn't feel, because you have to go through CBS, you know, and that is like pretty strict, like intense a bit. So it was when I left the airport and then I got out, and then I was on my way home, like I was picked up and then I was going like to my accommodation. That was when it dawned on me that I was gone. Like, honestly, I was looking around and then I asked the person who picked me up that, where are all these pure water sellers? Like, honestly, the place is so cool. It's beautiful. It's peaceful, almost like everything synchronizes well. You know what, I don't think I can explain it to the max. You would have to experience it. It's exciting, yeah. Okay,
now let's go back to where you are coming from, Ghana.
Okay.
What do you do in Ghana?
Okay, so I worked in one of the leading petroleum firms in Ghana. I was a manager.
Wow.
I worked with them for close to 4 years.
Oh.
Yes.
So this clearly means that you were doing well in Ghana.
Okay, in Ghana, yes. I wasn't doing bad. I was doing well. Yeah.
So if you were doing well in Ghana, so what's really prompted you to just run from Ghana?
Personally, I would say most of the times people confine themselves to where they are born, what they came to meet, maybe what religion their parents went to, all these confines. Personally, I've always seen myself as a child of the world. So it has always been my goal to move from place to place and experience everything that there is. So I was doing fine, but then I've always had the goal that I wanted to be around the world. That was the first reason why I left. Secondly, I would say this, not to discourage anybody who is striving in Ghana, but personally, as a young person, I didn't see much hope out there. Yes, I was doing fine, but the country entirely didn't look like it had a bright future.
Okay.
And that's one thing that we've always been holding on to, hope. I didn't think that, I don't see Ghanaians or Ghana as a country trying to maybe do things to get right on path. Not yet. Maybe it will come in the future, but I didn't really see that there was hope there. Even if it was going to be, I don't think it's going to be my generation, because we have a lot of things to do. So let me get out before it finally collapses.
Okay.
But then that's also a reason why I wanted to build a better life for myself. So I feel like I have a better shot here than I did back at home.
Then welcome to the land of obscenity.
Sure, thank you.
Yeah, okay. Now, how long did your process take from starting the application to getting your visa? How long did it take?
So personally, mine, there were certain parts that I did myself. There are certain parts that I asked for help.
Okay.
Because I don't have a lot of money to spare. So I didn't want to go and then learn my lessons on the way. And then have to come back and then redo that sort of system. So I started out the process. I searched for my own schools and everything, and then picked out what I wanted to do and all those things. And then when I needed help, like I said, I asked for help. I got in touch with people who were willing to help at a price that I could pay, and then I made them help me. So approximately, let's say a year. A year, yeah, but also because I had some personal issues, which I had to put my traveling on hold. So that's also elongated the process, but like maximum a year. Yeah.
So I think this question I'm going to ask you, if you feel that it's something you would like to keep, don't disclose it.
Sure.
So approximately how much did you pay to people who really helped you?
Oh, it wasn't that much. I don't want to mention the amount, but it wasn't so much.
Okay.
It was something that I could afford. Okay. If I put the figure out there, maybe there might be people who cannot afford that. Who get scared by it. But you see, leaving the country takes a lot of preparation.
Yeah.
And it is a financial endeavor.
Okay.
You should be willing to invest in it financially, because it cost me a lot. Yes. So you should prepare well. And then like I said, there are other opportunities where you don't have to spend as much as I did. Seek those avenues out if you cannot spend as much as I did, and use them, because there are ways of getting student loans and all that and other things. Yeah.
Okay. That's good. Now, finally, when you were leaving Ghana to Canada, can you maybe take us through some of the processes that you went through
at the airport?
At the airport, yeah.
Oh, just the usual check-in. So I went very early.
Okay.
It was my first time leaving the country entirely by air. Let me put it that way. Yeah. So I went very, very early, and then I checked in on time, like with about 3 or 4 hours to spare. And then I went back to do little things that I had to do to get my affairs in order. But as to how I was feeling personally, it was a new adventure. So I can't really say I wasn't excited and I wasn't sad. I was just there. I wasn't the type that was crying, I'm going to miss home. No. And I wasn't the type that was excited, I'm coming to Canada, because I didn't know what I'll come and meet. So I was just there, indifferent.
Okay, so which airline did you use?
Egypt Air.
Egypt. So you made a transit at Egypt?
Yes,
Cairo.
please. Yes.
So comparing Kotoka International Airport to Cairo Airport, which of these two airports has maybe one modern equipment, or how beautiful, comparing the two airports, which one seems to
I don't really know a lot about equipment, so I wouldn't know what is modern and what is not. I won't speak to that. In terms of beauty, the Egypt one had a lot of beauty. In terms of beauty. But in terms of finding your way around and getting help, that is something we'll have in Ghana more than any other country. In terms of hospitality, it was better in Ghana. But Egypt was bigger. It was beautiful when we were landing. It was so beautiful. It's one of the experiences I can never forget. Like when we were about to land in Egypt, it was I don't know, exceptional. I think they have this lights.
Yes.
That you had that experience as well. It was beautiful from the top, like the lightnings, the way they were going up and down, and maybe more so because I was coming during December and it was Christmas, so there was a lot of decorations. Oh, it was beautiful. As for beauty there, it's not Ghana, my brother. Yeah.
Okay, now, so you made a layover at Egypt to Canada. So what happened when you were landing at PSN airport? What was going through your mind?
So the first thing I'll say is that get all your documents. So I got on the plane. There was only one guy with me who was coming like from Ghana. So we were only 2 Ghanaians. And then when we were about to land, we started taking the documents that CBS might check. So we're like, do you have this? I'm like, check. And then I got to 1. You remember that letter of introduction from IRCC?
Yeah.
I didn't print my own out. And then I was like, whoa, what will I do? Like, I remember printing it early on because that one comes early.
Yeah.
But I didn't know, where did I put it? And then one of my hand luggage will not open. I don't know whether it was a code or something. The locks, the combinations are just locked. It had become very cold and dry. It would not open. So I had to make do with the one in my backpack. And then I didn't have that. So I just said a prayer. And then I put it on my phone. I removed the one from my phone, the soft copy, and then immediately we landed. They pushed all students to they are standing there, all students, just like they will not even let you breathe. Hey, right from the plane, all students, new students. So I joined, and then immediately you get in line, and they will tell you to bring that letter. Was the first thing they said. Remove it and hold it like this. Everybody was holding, only me. So what I did was I was holding my phone with a soft copy. When the officer got to me, he was like, let me see the number. And I mentioned the number on that for him. And then he just took it. He didn't ask me why I didn't print it. Even though it was stipulated that print it out and bring it along with you. Simple instruction. I don't know, but it's one of those things. But I think one thing that people should bear in mind, sometimes anxiety will let you forget some of this. So don't hold yourself to too much. The systems here work. Immediately you give them that number, they can check everywhere and they will see that if it is genuine, it is genuine. So I didn't have lots of problems. But that was the only thing that I think gave me a lot of anxiety.
Okay, so you don't have a lot of problems. So do some of the students that you came with had problems?
Hey! That story is a story for another day.
Okay.
So, like I said, we're only 2 Nigerians. About 400. We're 2 Ghanaians.
Okay.
About 400 Nigerians.
Okay.
About another 400 Indians.
Okay.
So if it weren't for the Nigerians, the only blacks would have been 2.
Okay.
Trust me, the Nigerians really helped because we landed at Egypt before the Nigerians came.
Okay.
So it was just we Chinese, and sometimes if you are just 2, you are outnumbered. We were feeling a bit out of place. And when the Nigerians landed, they were all over the place too. You know how people.
Yeah.
So it definitely boosted our confidence. Okay. But a lot of them were put aside in the queue. Let me be frank. A lot of them were put aside. When we got there,
possibly for the next available flight.
I don't know.
Back to Nigeria.
But they just told them to stand up. Like they were just put, and even before they told them to stand aside, the officers that were interviewing them kept trying. One officer was like, I'm struggling here to help you. Give me something to help you. And the guy, none of their, I don't know whether the documents were not checking out, but I remember her complaining that she had not registered onto the school's portal. So what shows that he's coming to school? And the school had been sending him mails. And he's not responding. So what shows that he will go to the school? You've not paid your fees, you don't have the money, you don't have accommodation. Like how? And then he had to explain. You go explain. So they just made him sit. About, let me say, in front of me, about 5 of them, before it got to my turn, and then I left them there. It was, and trust me, those officers, they don't smile.
Yeah.
They don't smile. Hey, you know, a lot of us in Ghana are very nice. Yeah. We are smiling, hello, hi there. When I got there, I looked at the environment to see how to behave. Okay. I was like, okay, should I go looking all smiley? But I realized it was all serious business. Yeah. So I didn't do a lot of the hellos, highs. I just went to the officer. The officer called. Next, I went, showed everything, and then he asked me 2 questions. I was really fortunate. He asked me 2 questions. It's not like I didn't have my affairs in order. I did. Okay. But he didn't stress me. Immediately he checked the first one, he checked out. Second, he checked it. He just let me go. Okay. But the rest of them, like 5 of them, Nigerian guys and 1 lady, they just let them sit aside. I don't know what happened to them after.
Possibly for the next available flight, they'll be going
back. I
don't
know, but it was here. And then let me say this: those who are coming on a visitors flight, visa, they are harassed right from the home airport. So if you are coming with visitors, have everything. Yes. Those people were harassed way before. As for us, the students, it was just at the CBS that a lot of questions were asked. But right from home, they were asked several questions, scrutinized. Then when we got to Cairo, Egypt, and then we had to continue to, when we were boarding the next flight, down to, they were set aside. Couple of scrutinies here and there. And that flight, the checks were more intense than the one they did in Ghana. Yes. Yeah. So a lot of the visitors people, they were just pushing them one side, visitors one side, visitors one side, and the questions were plenty. So if you are coming on a visitors, maybe that's the pathway that worked for you. Fine, but make sure you have everything. Yes, because there are plenty kids now what's I go
back.
Hey.
Now you mentioned something that the 2 Nigerians were put aside.
5.
5, yeah. 5 were put aside based on the questions they were asking them. The schools were sending them
mails, and they were not responding.
Yeah, they were not responding. So that really draws my attention to something. I don't know which program are you coming to study here.
Okay, IT,
computer, Hey, Charlie, we have one computer guru here. Charlie, hey, she's going to make money. You know, I've been telling you, IT is one of the serious courses here. Hey, Charlie, you there very soon, your family will be rich.
Hopefully.
Okay, so your school, when you were admitted, were you asked to maybe make any deposits?
My school, so let me say this. Know what the school wants from you first. Okay. My school, they didn't just want a deposit. They wanted a deposit and full payments of my first semester fee.
And how much is the first semester fee?
$9,500.
Charlie, you see, $9,500 is her first semester's fee. So if you are from poor home, you need to know the kind of school you apply to, right?
Yes.
So if you know you can't fulfill this condition, you don't have to even apply to the school. Okay, $9,500 per semester. So a year will be about 17,000.
A year was 17,500.
500 because you give you maybe some 500 discount. Okay, that's good. Now, so you said from our your introductory remarks, you said because Ghana, the hope and other things. So when you landed, based on what you have seen so far, do you feel that the hope that was missing in Ghana, you are going to get it here?
Okay, so first off, let me not rush this question.
Okay.
A lot of people feel like immediately you get here now, there's money, you are picking. No.
Okay.
And then a lot of people feel like, when you do have a burger, it's a lie.
Okay.
A lot of people are here that are really struggling.
Okay.
So my movement to here has put me back on square one.
Okay, yes.
When I was in Ghana, I was way up the ladder. Now I'm back to fending for myself, looking for what to eat and all that. I'm back on the Maslow theory of needs, basic needs. That's where I am.
Okay.
But the point is that because the systems work here and they work better here, there is a hope that if you follow and work hard, it would be appreciated.
Okay.
That is something we don't have back home.
Okay.
You can be the hardest worker in Ghana. It doesn't matter. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So that's the difference. Provided that you can follow this system and do legal things, you make good legal money, and then you'll be fine. So right now, it's not like immediately I landed that the hope is clear, but the pathway is clear.
It's clear.
Do you get it?
Yeah.
When you get through the right places, get through the right channels. I don't have a job now, so let me even put that aside. If I'm able to get a good job after school, which will come, but even the menial jobs that I will survive on until after school is even way better than what we are doing in Ghana. That is in case. So we are still struggling we are still hustling here. But the hustle, like I said, the hope that when you follow the system would churn out good results. It's higher here. So my hope there, right now, if you people send me 2 CDs from Ghana, I'll take. But then it doesn't mean that I want to come back to Ghana.
Okay. Now, let me just ask you something. We are just coming from Walmart. We've done certain things there. Yeah. We actually went for phone. Which phone did we?
Charlie.
Which phone?
I knew you bring this up. I didn't really want to talk about this because these things are a big deal back at home. But it looks like almost everybody they don't even care. So I got an iPhone 15.
iPhone 15?
Yeah.
Hey, Charlie. She got iPhone 15. So how much will you be paying for this phone per month?
Approximately $75.
$75 per month.
Yeah.
That is the phone plan and the phone.
Yes. But just the phone there is 40 something.
So I think $45.
Yes.
You'll be paying $45
for the phone. Yes. But the other one is the plan.
The phone plan.
Yes,
the data.
And the calls.
And the calls. You'll be making calls within Canada and US
for free. Yeah.
Then your data. I think so. How many gig of data would they give you? I think based on your plan, they'll give you like 30 gig. I'm sure it's 30 gigabytes of data. So you are not going to buy data in Ghana. They've increased data and all those things.
That's all part of the package.
So what will be your closing remarks to anybody who is watching us who is also planning
to travel?
Yeah.
If you are somebody who doesn't feel like there are a lot of people who are doing so well and they don't want to see the world like I want to. If traveling is not your thing, it's not by force. But if you want to build a better future for yourself, like me, don't let anyone lie to you. Leave. Yes. And then don't just leave anyhow. Leave. There are lots of people who will leave through the wrong channels and come here and have to hide. And CBS will have issues. No, live well. Plan. Put things in order. Start praying about it. And then live well.
Live well.
Yeah.
Charlie, you guys will see her around, eh? She's saying that we should live well. Live well. As you can see us, those of you who may see us from the reflection here, you see us. You see the way we are well dressed, like we are going for some hunting or whatsoever. Charlie, see around. Charlie, see around, so that you reduce your depression in case you have depression. See around, Charlie. You see the place they be like something. You see, we are inside Vaughan, eh? It's what is the time? What is the time?
What is the time?
Yeah, what is the time here?
4.
So
it's almost 5. 4:50.
So it's 4:50 p.m. in Canada right now, Toronto. So 4 plus 5, it will be 9:50 in Ghana. Okay, so Charlie, guys, that is it, eh? Enjoy the rest of your evening or enjoy the rest of your night. Let me see if there is. People are here. Okay. Let me see. Somebody. Let me see. I see you, Evans though. Oscar Vidogo, I see you. Lost in Jijo, I see you. Gifty Della, I see you. Nice conversation, Charlie. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Eh? Let me take you around so that you see around, and in case you are somebody who is going through some form of stress, at least see around, and
there is hope.
There is hope, eh?
Tell them for me there is hope. It's just not in Ghana.
They are telling you there is hope. So the hope may not be in Ghana. So
but there is hope.
There is hope, Charlie. So you guys for do well.
So find where the hope is and go there.
Charlie, they are telling you to find where there is hope so that you go there. Charlie, you get more vibes. So.
There is hope, it's just not in Ghana.
The hope is not in Ghana. So, Charlie, you hear the
Just
matter?
not there.
The hope is not in Ghana. So, go to where the hope can be found.
Yeah.
And one of the places that you can find your hope is where? Canada, the land of opportunities. Charlie, so that is it. Charlie, this is Benzo. Have you guys foreseen some of these Benz? C300 Formatic. These are taxis here. Have you seen somebody is using Formatic for taxi? Have you they see the thing? See, this is Lexus. They are using Lexus for taxis here. You see, this is Lexus. Okay, Charlie, enjoy the rest of your evening. I've been telling you guys you are gold in the dust. So you guys should not give up. There is hope. There is hope for everybody. Charlie, bye-bye.
This is beautiful.
What's that? Yeah. Let me show you guys, Charlie.
This is beautiful.
Charlie, let's even get closer. Let me show you to them. Come on, let's go. Charlie, there is something. Charlie, you guys foresee around. Here is very beautiful. Have you seen? Our new friend says I should show you this thing. Have you seen it? See the way here is decorated. Very beautiful. Have you seen that? It's very beautiful, Charlie, very beautiful. Can you see? Very beautiful. Oh no, it's not. Your face will not show. Okay. I think here is beautiful. Let me even do